Dennis. See if I can get to my slides. I'm going to be brief. So I was asked to give a brief overview of the Open Group, who we are. So you heard from our members of how they're applying the Open Group's methods and best practices and processes in the Open Process Automation Forum. I'm a director for the Open Group. I've been with them for about 17 years, and the exciting thing about my job is over those 17 years I've got to work with a lot of our new initiatives like Open Process Automation, like the FACE Consortium that you heard a little bit about, and several of the other standards initiatives that we have. So I'm going to just tell you a little bit about us because as a former boss of mine in the Open Group said, we're kind of like the blind men and the elephant. If you know who we are, you might say, oh yeah, you're the Unix organization, or you're the TOGAF organization, you're the FACE, or here in this group, you're the Open Process Automation group. But we're many things. We're a diverse group of users. I have no idea what's going on over there. Members from all over the world. I think we're up over 550 member organizations. These are end users from companies you heard from in these presentations to government agencies, suppliers, large and small, consultancies, academia, all contributing to, I'd say, roughly 12 major initiatives in the Open Group that we call forums or consortia or working groups. And they span from things like TOGAF that you heard mentioned, where that is a specification for how to do enterprise architecture in your organization. So most of your companies probably have someone using that framework within your organization to do enterprise architecture. And so this one, you actually heard from the members about how they're implementing the way we do things in the Open Group within the Open Process Automation Forum. And so every initiative of the Open Group starts with ideally a customer or end user need, and also applies vendor or supplier needs. We formed the forum or the Open Group as we did in November of 2016 with the Open Process Automation Forum. We apply the Open Group standards process, which Ed Harrington, who directs and herds the cats of the Open Process Automation Forum, is in charge of making sure that we're following the process, following all the legal rules of the Open Group and the forum. And we're applying what you don't see on this slide. I tried to make it brief and simple, is all of the examples you heard from the business and technical participants of the Open Process Automation Forum is we want to learn from every previous initiative within the Open Group and all the experience that our members of a new initiative bring. We want to apply the best practices, so things like the Quality Attributes Workshop. We've done that in FACE and many other initiatives in the early stages. Things like the business model canvas. Some of our members brought that. We've used it in the Open Group, but our members have used it in the other initiatives that they've been participating in before this forum. You heard about certification. We take this very serious at the Open Group, and with every one of our standards, we will create a fit-for-purpose conformance certification program so that we are enabling not only market adoption, but as you heard before, enabling a registry of certified products that end users can trust to conform 100% to the interface standards that we're developing in the forum. And as Don and others mentioned before, and Dennis went into in great detail, one of our ways of operating in the Open Group is to always adopt and adapt other open standards wherever possible. So if we had started with the approach of we're going to create a whiteboard exercise in the Open Process Automation Forum, I don't think Dennis Brandel's presentation would have been very deep or very detailed a year and a half or less into this project. So the members are able to move, I think, at a fairly rapid pace compared to some other standards initiatives, and to do so with the comfort that we are applying best practices not only from the Open Group, but everything that they've brought to the table as well. So with that, Just a quick thing about what we focus on in the open group. Everything we develop is intended to deliver technology to everyone, better, faster, and cheaper. And we also want to enable the suppliers of the technology to benefit from these open standards as well. And then in our standards that involve actual certification of people, we want to help them develop skills and capabilities as well. So without further ado, that is the end of the overview of the open group. I'm around. My colleague Steve Borchert, who deals directly with all suppliers, is here. Ed Harrington, Sue Harper. So if you have any questions specific to the open group or how to get involved, come to us. We're happy to help you. And I'll leave with 2 calls to action. I think they've both been included in the previous speakers. And one is go download that business guide. It's a very digestible standards document. It's something like 45 pages long, and the target audience is executives, so you'll get value from actually downloading it, reading it, and sharing it upward and outward in your organization. And then, as everyone else has said, come join us. Whether you're an end user supplier or you have any other role in that ecosystem, if your organization is in scope for this standard, come join, help contribute, and make this standard work and change an industry. So thank you very much.